Hello, my name is Jacqueline Estefany Gomez Moram, and today I am going to explain to you complex sentences and compound complex sentences. What is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is made of an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses connect to it. A dependent clause is a clause that does not express a complete thought. Example of dependent clauses. Well, the first example that I put is while he waited for the drink. And the second example say although they share some similar properties. In complex sentences, the clauses are connected by subordinating conjunctions. Some common subordinating conjunctions include when, until, because, while, if, although, after, as, before, whenever, since, and whereas. An independent clause is joined with one or more dependent clauses by a subordinating conjunction to form a complex sentences. Then we have three different forms of sentences. That the first is dependent clause. He realized that the bus was late. And dependent clause, we have while he was waiting at the bus station. And the third is complex sentences that we have he realized that the bus was late while he was waiting at the bus station. Then I put a little summary that it talks about more complex sentences. That it says you can construct a complex sentences by including dependent clause first, followed by the independent clause. For example, when I told him that I was resigning from the job, he was shocked. And then you can also write the independent clause first, followed by the dependent clause as given below. For example, he was shocked when I told him that I was resigning from the job. Note that a comma should be used at the end of the dependent clause first. A comma should not be used. You can observe this difference in the two examples above. The first sentences say, when I gave my mother her present, comma, she hugged me tight. And the second sentences say, I didn't visit her as she doesn't like visitors. And what is a compound sentences? A compound sentences is made up of two or more independent clauses. An independent clauses is a clause that expresses a complete thought or idea. That example, he cried and she drank milk. In compound sentences, the clauses are connected by coordinating conjunction. There are only 7 coordinating conjunctions in English. They are for, and, nor, or, but, yet, and so. The first example say the train was late, that is an independent clause 1. And so, that is a coordinating conjunction, and the third, I took the bus, that is independent clauses 2. Then we join the 3 clauses to form the example. That is, the train was late, comma, so I took the bus. Then I have more example that is, we waited for 2 hours, comma, but he didn't come. My mother prepared lunch, comma, and I helped her. Well, what is the difference between compound and complex sentences? Well, a complex sentence is a sentence that contains multiple independent clauses, but no dependent clause. And a compound sentence is a sentence that contains one independent clause and one more dependent clause. Then I have some characteristics about compound sentences and complex sentences. An independent clause, compound sentences contain more than one independent clause, and complex sentences contains only one independent clauses. And dependent clauses, compound sentences, do not have any dependent clauses, and complex sentences have one or more independent clauses. And this is all that I can explain to you about these two topics. Thank you for watching. Bye.